Welcome back to another great build video. This is Nick with Reptile Habitats, and today I'm excited to share with you the brand new 48 by 24 by 18 V3. This is very exciting. We're gonna break it open, pull everything out, and put it together. Let's take a look. Great, it's time to unbox everything. We want to take each piece out of the box and lay it out onto a clean, flat surface. This will keep everything organized and neat. It also gives us the ability to double check to make sure all the parts are here. Now, you will need something to cut with. A razor blade or scissors work great. You want to start by cutting the two straps around the box, then moving on to the safety tape in the front and the rear of the box. Moving on to the four corners of the safety bumpers installed for safe shipping. You want to cut between the lower and upper bumper in between where they overlap all the way around, just like this. And just like that, you can peel the box open nice and easy. Great, now we have everything out on the table. Let's take a look at what we will be building with today. Now, we have our baggie of hardware that has the handles for the sliding glass doors up front. Our new tool system, this is our Phillips head along with Allen key, no more rubber mallet, we love that. We have two cable management ports. We have two rear vertical bars, our two jointed bars that will be connected to our logo bar here. Next to that is the substrate panel. We then have two side panels with the pre-cut holes for cable management, our two pieces of glass for the sliding glass doors up front, our rear panel, our base panel, and last but not least, our screen top. Great, now it's time to move right along into step 2. It's time to remove the protective coverings from the items we have here on the table. We have our substrate bar, our two side panels, our two sliding glass doors for the front, our rear panel, and our base panel. Now, this can take a couple of minutes. Let me save you some time. And just like that, all the protective covering is now off. This is a very important step. It helps to make sure everything's nice, clean, and neat, along with not interfering with the rest of the build. Kobe! Ooh, great. Moving right along into step 3. It is now time to actually put together our first assembly. There's a few things here I have on the table. I have our logo bar, which will be in the front, along with our two jointed bars that will be connected to the logo bar. I have our new Allen key along with Phillips head screwdriver here. Inside the bag, you will also find two different size bolts. For this particular process, we're going to want the long bolts. We have a long bolt and a short bolt. Now, to connect these, we're going to grab both of the long bolts here, move these off to the side. This is really easy. We're just going to put the joint right at the end of the bar. Perfect. Oh, smooth as butter, baby. We'll put this in from the side. Start that. Let's put this one in over here. Grab our Allen key. There's one. Nice and snug. Two. And just like that, our first assembly is put together. Great, moving right along, it is now time to install our substrate panel along with our first assembly to the base panel. This is so easy to do, just like this. We're gonna take our substrate bar, put it in one of the lines here up front. Perfect. Now taking your first assembly, bringing it over the substrate bar, and dropping it right down. Just like that. Now, we're gonna come to the front here. We're gonna grab two of our short bolts. 1, 2. What we're gonna do here is we're actually just gonna bring this corner off of the table, just like that. We're gonna grab one of our bolts here, come up from the bottom. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, nice and snug. Let's move to the other side here. Same thing, we're just gonna move this corner right off the table, giving us access to put the bolt coming up from the bottom. Great, just like that, step 4 complete. Let's move right along. Great, moving right along into the next step. It is time to install our rear vertical bars. What I've done here is I've just flipped around the habitat so we can see the rear side. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna come to the front here. I'm gonna grab 2 of our bolts out of our bag. 1 and 2. We have our rear vertical bar here. We're just gonna stand it right on the joint, just like that, and it'll stay by itself. We're gonna move this corner off the desk, just like that. It's staying, giving us the opportunity to install the bolt from the bottom. Now you can hang on to it, it helps. Take your time, be patient. Boom. Nice and snug. Let's do the other side now. I'm gonna pull this just right off the side. Set the bar on here nice and gentle like. Perfect. Grabbing our bolt, coming in through the bottom. Oh, I'm not even gonna grab it this time. I'm gonna try to be tricky. Oh, stay. Hey, look at that, first try. And just like that, the rear vertical bars are now installed to our habitat. Let's move right along. We're just about done with this build. In our next step, it is time to install our side and rear panels. Now, our side panels will have a pre-cut hole for cable management. I'm a big fan of having that hole orientated to the top rear of the habitat. That's just me. Very easy to install. Put it in between the tracks, slide it down nice and neat, make sure that it finds its home at the bottom. Perfect, just like that. Go ahead and do the other side, making sure that the hole is to the top and rear of the habitat. There's 1, there's 2, all the way down until it finds its home in the very bottom. Perfect, and now the rear panel. Perfect. Making sure that all panels are in their home at the bottom of the track in the base panel. Moving right along, the next step, it's time to install our cable management ports. Now, there's a few things I want to show you about this. Let's take a closer look. Before we continue this build, I wanted to take a moment and show you these 2 pieces I have right here. These are your cable ports. These 2 ports will be installed on both side panels, allowing you to run cables and access the power for inside of the enclosure. We're gonna take this and we're gonna turn it to the right to open it. You will see all of the holes exposed, and you can pull this out just like that. We're gonna take our power cord, insert it through, seat it into one of the grooves at the bottom, put it in the middle, I like the middle, just like that. Place this on top with it seated and turn to lock it into place, just like that, no problem. Now, be mindful, if you do have this open all the way to the right, it does have the ability to pop off really easy. So sometimes you just need to make sure that you do close it after using it because you don't want for any of your pets to escape. Make sure it's secure. All right, we're gonna take a quick look at the hardware that actually gets installed for the sliding glass doors on the front. What we have is our 2 screws, we have 2 plastic washers, 1 gasket, and then the handle. The way this works is we will put in the screw into the washer. There will be the glass in between right here. Then you will have your gasket attached to your handle, and then you will screw all that together as one assembly. As you do so, you want to make sure not to use a drill. You want to use a hand tool for this. You can over tighten the screws and shatter your glass, and that's not good. We don't want that. So use a hand tool and make sure that you do not over tighten or over torque the screws. This is very easy installation. We're going to take the threaded side of our cable management port, stick it in from the outside of the habitat, taking the O-ring and securing it from the inside of the habitat. Take your time, be patient. Make sure it's nice and snug. Great, let's do the other side. Remember, taking the threaded portion of your cable management port from the outside of the habitat, the O-ring from the inside of the habitat, and securing it down nice and snug. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, wait. There it is. Perfect. let's move on to the next step. It is now time to install our screen top. So we have our screen top here. There is a sticker on it that says that this is the rear of the habitat. That is because on the front of the screen top, we have the 2 tracks for the sliding glass doors. So very easy, just gonna drop it right on top here. Take your time, you wanna make sure that the side and rear panels all fit in the groove at the top of the screen top. So just take our time here. There's 1, there's 2, 3, and 4, just like that. Now we will go around with our Allen tool along with 4 of our bolts to secure the top. 1, 2, just like that, we've installed the screen top. Just a few steps left. It's now time to install our handles for our sliding glass doors up in the front. Very easy to do. We have a few things here on top of the glass. We have the handle itself, we have a rubber gasket, 2 plastic washers, and 2 of our bolts. So we're gonna take our washers, we're just gonna drop these right down the hole. Boop, boop, just like that. Now, same thing with the bolts. 1, 2. Great. Taking our metal handle along with the rubber gasket, you wanna line up the holes, just like that. Come underneath, start one of them. There's 1, there's 2. Now you wanna make sure that you're using the tool that's included. You do not wanna use a power tool or a hand drill. You can over torque the bolts and crack the glass, and that is not a good day. So make sure we're using the hand tool included in the packaging. Perfect, just like that. Now let's do the second one and we'll throw the doors inside. On to the last step. Now it's time to install our sliding glass doors to the front of the habitat. Very easy to do. Now, what you wanna do is you do wanna start on the right-hand side of the habitat. We're gonna grab our glass here. We wanna find the rear track and install it there first. That gives us the space and opportunity to install it into the front track afterwards. So, take our glass here. Find that rear track, tilt back, drop down. Boom. Great, let's do it to this other side here. We have a glass. Now we're looking for the front track. Go ahead and find that first corner. Great, tilt back. And find its home, just like that. Perfect. The very last thing that I want to show you here is our pin lock. Now, this pin lock will come with all of the habitats. It's very easy to install. You will flatten it up against the rear piece of glass, push it in between, pull towards you, drop down. And just like that, you've secured both doors to your habitat. Perfect! And just like that, Reptile Habitat's brand new 48x24x18 is complete. Now, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding this build or any of our other habitats, make sure to reach out to our awesome customer service team over at dubia.com. Now, this is Nick. Till our next build.